Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is Thursday. I don't remember the date because I keep forgetting, but today in this video I'm going to do a second trimester update. We are 22 weeks along. I made some notes here so that I can keep track of what to tell you guys. A lot of these things are stuff that me and my husband have discussed, and some of these things is going to be a surprise to him when I tell him later today, mostly about my birthing plan. But we are 22 weeks and 4 days as of today. It is October the 27th. We are more than halfway through this pregnancy, and it is now becoming more and more surreal that we're actually doing this after having my tubes tied and not having a reversal, because some people thought that I had a reversal, and I did not. I got pregnant with my tubes tied. Updates on baby. So Harmony is our little girl that we're giving birth to, and she is about 1 pound, and she's measuring at about 12 inches long so far. Her anatomy scans that we did 2 weeks ago, they were all great. The only part that we could not get, because she was flipping around and doing all kind of crazy movements, was her heart. So I have to go back into 2 weeks, in 2 weeks back to the OB in order so they can try to get the anatomy scan of the heart again. I also met with a genetic counselor at that time, and because I am a potential carrier of something, but they're saying I'm not a carrier of it, but I'm at risk of being a carrier of a genetic disorder. But according to the genetic counselor, everything is good. Nothing seems to be wrong. So far so good. Like all my other pregnancies, nothing is going wrong as of right now at 22 weeks 4 days. For personally myself, I have no more cravings. I haven't had cravings in like 2 weeks, so no cravings for because my craving was like french fries. French fries are like potatoes, but I don't have any more cravings for that. There's not really any foods that make me sick anymore. Smells of food do, but not like eating any foods. They don't make me sick. But I am very thirsty a lot, so I am chugging down the water, y'all. And ice water is one of my favorite things. I'm not a big fan of juices. I'm not a big fan of sodas. I will drink a Sprite though. If I do get that queasy feeling. It's not really nausea, but it's more queasy if I get that feeling. I can drink a Sprite and it'll help me out. Sprite also helps my food go down as well, so it doesn't get stuck in my chest. I am very tired during my second trimester, but not really sleepy. I do wake up quite often at night, more like every 1 to 2 hours. I'm like just waking up, looking around, and then laying down and go back to sleep. So that's probably what's disturbing my sleep pattern. She is up a lot towards the nighttime. She's moving a lot when I'm getting ready to lay down and go to sleep. So that's probably what's assisting with me staying up at night. Like I said, she's moving a lot. I feel her most of the day, moving, stretching out. She is in breech position right now, so she's kind of like straight up and down, head up, feet down. So I feel a lot in the lower abdomen. Sometimes I'll feel her arms or her head up top, and it just feels like a full feeling, and then you'll actually feel her head pop up out of nowhere as well. Body wise, my lady nipples are very sore. I don't know if it's from the breast reduction that I had. Is it just gonna be a thing now after that? But they are very, very, very sore. Like sometimes I have to not wear a bra because the feeling of the bra is just too much to bear. I do have an increase in migraines. My migraines are coming back the way they used to be, where I probably get one like every other day. So I've been trying to limit the amount of medication that I'm taking with it. I do have to now again take a Tylenol, which I'm trying to stay away from. If I could just take a nap while I got a headache, I will, instead of taking the Tylenol, because I don't really want to take any medicine while I'm pregnant right now at this moment, and I don't like taking medicine, period. So one thing that has a lot of parts to it is my birthing plan. I have came to a realization after doing some research on needing a birthing plan and making sure that it's followed. So I have a best friend who's a nurse, and she's going to be my advocate while I'm at the hospital. to make sure that the healthcare side is being followed on what I want. My husband is there for emotional support, and because he's the father and he's my husband, but my best friend is there, she's gonna be there for the medical side of it. Some things for my birthday plan, I have about 12 that I figured that I want to include in right now. First is that this is a planned C-section. That's not really a choice. That is just the way my body flows. I've given birth. This to be my 4th time, and all of them have been C-sections. Every last one of them. So this is a planned C-section. One major thing that I'm making sure happens is that this is gonna be a lotus birth. I want her placenta to stay attached as long as possible. If I can come home with it, I will, and just let it naturally fall off. I want to breastfeed as soon as possible. Absolutely no formula, unless I am unable to breastfeed, but as of right now, no one's telling me that I can't. So, sorry. So breastfeeding is what we're doing. I want to limit pain medicine after the procedure. I have had the other 3 C-sections, and I barely took pain medicine with those. I think I probably took some the first 12 hours, and then that was about it. When I got home, I didn't take it. So I'm gonna limit it to the very least amount of pain medicine that I have to take, and that's because I don't respond well to pain medicine. I get very tired and groggy. I want to be able to ambulate as soon as possible. I want to be up and walking as soon as possible because it's good for the circulation of my blood and me not getting stiff, because I already have body pains. So with me being able to get up and walk around, it just makes it easier for me not to be stiff and having to get up and all that pain that comes with that. Skin to skin as soon as possible. If I'm not able to do skin to skin as soon as possible, I want them to do skin to skin with my husband ASAP. Like, if they take her out, clean her up, and pass her straight to my husband, that'll work for me. Or take her out, clean her up, and pass her straight to me. That will be awesome as well. I do not want separation. None of my kids have ever went to the nursery, except for Major. Major went straight to NICU, and my husband went with him. So unless, that's my washer, unless she has to go to the NICU for any reason, God forbid, we're going to keep her in the room, no separation, and that works for me. One thing I want to do after I give birth is start to eat a lot of fruit. So I want to bring a lot of that with me to the hospital, because as you know, constipation is a complication after surgery. So I want to make sure I'm getting all the fiber in I can. So a lot of fruits and salads after I give birth to increase my fiber intake so that I won't be constipated. We're undecided about a doula. My husband wants to have a doula. We're 22 weeks in and have not even contemplated getting one, but I think that might be a thing this time, because we wanted to do a home birth, but that is not possible for us because we need surgery. So we might have a doula at bedside. I'm gonna ask this question because I don't know if this is a thing, but in the operating room, I've had other kids in the operating room, I want them to play music of my choice. Hopefully they can, because I'm already 22 weeks. I am so anxious, and my anxiety level is at a 3,000 because of having to have another C-section at the hospital that I'm having it at, which is not my hospital choice. So hopefully they allow me to play music in the operating room, and it's my music of choice, and it's pretty much my meditation music, which is not like just like people would think it's like, you know, nature music. It's not. It's an actual artist, and I will link his music below, and his music just calms me down. I listen to it in the morning when I get up and start cooking breakfast with kids, and if I'm having trouble going to sleep at night, I will put his music on and I will play his music, and it's a lot of affirmations, it's a lot of meditation, it's a lot of soul touching music, and I like it. So if I can have that music in the OR, they'll gain a piece of a point back with me, because right now they have none. Other than that, I do not want my hands. Normally when they do C-section, they tie your arms down on the thing. They can't tie my arms down this time because my anxiety level is going to be so bad. I have really bad anxiety in the last like 2 years, and tying my hands down is not going to work because I'm already nervous about the hospital and everything. So I'm going to be hands-free this surgery. I don't care what the fact may be. Hands-free is where I'm going. And then another thing is, after I give birth, we are limiting visitation until we get home. And I mean super limited visitation. Like, I don't want anyone outside of my husband and my best friend to come to the hospital at first, because this is a lot to, even though this is not our first child, this is a lot, because I want to get out of the hospital as soon as possible. And I want to be able to rest some at the hospital, even though I don't sleep heavy, I sleep very light. And you know they coming out the rooms, I want to rest as soon as possible. Postpartum, so far we haven't really discussed with my husband. Postpartum, I would like a as needed nanny. So I don't know if it's gonna be family or not, but it's gonna be somebody that can come in home and pretty much help with the baby when I need to rest. So like, they're not gonna be here all day, that ain't happening. But they're gonna come for probably like a few hours in the morning so that I can get some rest, and then watch the baby, keep it on the baby. And then when I wake up and I'm good, they leave and go about their life. So it might be family. If not, I'm definitely just gonna hire a professional. That's just gonna be what I'm doing. Also, house help. I am going to be hiring a housekeeper. I'm sorry, I couldn't about to say whatever. This housekeeper is gonna come in at least once a week and tidy up the house, because I'm not gonna be stressed after giving birth to a surprise baby, and I have kids and they're still gonna live their normal lives, and I'm gonna be tired, and it's just not gonna happen. I'm hiring a housekeeper to come in once a week. It is what it is. So after that, so far we haven't made any purchases for the baby. We're gonna keep it very minimal, because we've done this plenty of times, so we know what we need and what we don't need. So there's no point in buying all this random stuff when we don't really need it. We're gonna do a bedside bassinet for now, not a crib, because we bought cribs before and we didn't use them until the baby was like 1. So we're doing a bedside bassinet. We're also doing minimal clothing, because they grow out of clothing like weasels. We're doing a lot of diapers, but not like, we're doing a variety of sizes. My main thing that I have to remember to get is a wipe warmer, bottle cleaner, and bottles. That's gonna be my main thing. We're going to do I don't know how I feel about pacifiers yet. All my other kids did pacifiers, and they pretty much weaned themselves off before they were even 1 years old. So a pacifier, I don't really care. If the baby feels pacifiable, give them pacifier. But other than that, it's not much. Lastly is my plan to return back to work after I give birth. I'm going to return back to work probably in month 2 or 3 after I give birth, because for one, I like to work. I like being a nurse, but I'm not returning back to work full time after I give birth. It's gonna be on an as-needed basis when I feel like I'm comfortable enough to go back to work, because this will be an extra child. She's gonna need my attention. And then, if you guys know, like I know, daycare is a house payment, and I ain't got time for that when I could just stay home, watch my baby, and save my money. It's not gonna work when I go to work. But other than that, if you guys have any questions that you'd like to know about how far along to go, I will be doing a 3rd trimester update video sometime within the 3rd trimester. Just send me the questions, however you send them to me. But other than that, nothing else is going on, and I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching this video. Have your friends and their friends subscribe to our channel, so that you guys can see more of us in this house acting like crazy people. And I will see you guys later. Thank you, and have a great day.